Okay, friends, now, if necessity is truly the mother of invention, today's show is precedent setting. It's unlike any we've ever done. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine came to me and had a problem with keto products, ketogenic products on the market. And yet the ketogenic diet is a great diet. He did something about it. There's a new product that has been developed. So I want to expound a little bit today about what ketogenic diet really is and why it's important. It happens to be potently antifungal. And so I'm going to talk about that, how it's helped with so many health issues. And then I'm going to give you the benefits of taking this particular product toward the end of the show. Don't go away. This is going to be a great Know the Cause. My name is Doug Kaufmann. For the past 40 years, I've dedicated my life and even my career to finding the root cause of disease. Join me in a team of physicians, pharmacists, and scientists, and soon you too will know the cause. You know, the year was probably 1974, 75, I was working in an allergy clinic in Los Angeles. The doctor's name was Howard Gottschalk, the most wonderful man I ever met. God bless him. In comes the allergy patients. I do skin testing, give them shots. One day a woman walked in and she was with her daughter, probably 11 or 12 years old. And I said, "Hi, my name's Doug. Hi, my name's whatever." And I said, "Do you have allergies too, like mom?" And she said, "No, sir, I have epilepsy." Epilepsy. And I began talking to her mom. And I was explaining to her mom a diet that I had kind of developed. You know, food was important, but it certainly couldn't cause respiratory allergy. Man, how wrong I was. But I said, "What do you do? Does your daughter take shots or on medications?" "No, we're on something called the ketogenic diet." Now, folks, we didn't have cell phones. Ketogenic, Siri, what's a ketogenic diet? You know, I had to get a library card, go to the library and study it. First of all, I thought it was the Kido, K-I-D-O. She was a little girl. Keto diet. No, it's the keto diet. Ketogenic. I had to study it, but I was totally enthralled. She said as long as she follows this diet, she has no epilepsy, petit or grand mal seizures. She doesn't have any of them. It's controlled with the diet. Could allergies, could cancer, could diabetes, could heart disease be controlled with diet? This was, what, 45, 50 years ago. I didn't know much about it, but I began studying it. It came out of a big hospital, you know, I think it was a Mayo Clinic back in 1923. Nurses actually put the thing together. For the kids with epilepsy, it worked. And folks, it worked for a reason. It was the original ketogenic diet. You know how everything today is all natural? Even unnatural stuff is all natural. Chemicals are all natural. The keto suffers from the same thing. There are many keto products out there and many keto diets and many meal replacements that are supposedly keto. But a friend approached me 3 years ago and said, "Doug, I got a problem. When I follow the keto diet, I feel like $1,000,000, but there's a lot of stuff that isn't really keto out there." And I said, "Then Alan, make it." It's what I've done my whole life. Somebody needed to tell the truth on television, and I said, okay, it's my role, I'm going to do it. Alan started in years ago, privately funded this, and developed something amazing. So let's study a little bit about this ketogenic diet. What is it? Who could benefit? What does it really mean? Hundreds, I think there's more like thousands of published studies have shown that a true ketogenic diet, where the body goes into ketosis, can help with epilepsy, type 1 and 2 diabetes, hypertension, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, chronic inflammation, which everybody seems to have these days, high blood sugar, obesity, heart disease, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fatty liver disease, cancer, migraines, and by the by, that's just what the scientific literature is saying. They haven't caught up to all the other symptoms and all the other diseases. See, when I asked that mom many years ago, she's controlled with her diet. Could it be that we don't need antihistamines and shots and all this stuff we're giving to people with illness, chemotherapy, etc.? Could we control our illnesses with our fork and spoon? Okay, that's what the original keto was all about, but anymore, what's original? Okay, is your keto product really keto? A true pure keto product used in conjunction with a therapeutic ketogenic diet shouldn't contain any of the following ingredients. Now, go back 100 years with me, 95 years, 1923 when this was developed. You think they had corn byproducts or maltodextrin or citric acid or, well, they had yeast. Peanuts, soy, wheat, gluten, sugar, starch, emulsifiers, waxes, fillers, binders, lubricant, coatings, flowing agents, colors, artificial flavors, sweeteners, chemicals, preservatives, GMOs, antibiotics, or added hormones in a protein source. It shouldn't have it. The question is, does yours have it? If you're really into the keto diet, read the label. I mean, we're label readers anymore, right? Have you really, even if it's FDA approved, have you read the label? What about keto fat? Not all fat is keto fat. Adding medium chain triglycerides, like coconut oil, is truer to the original keto diet than using long chain fatty acids like canola oil, but there are other good ones, olive, macadamia nut, etc. Because they're shorter carbon chain, MCTs have a number of unique properties which gives them advantages over the more common long chain fatty acids. And I added at the bottom, MCTs, simply put, folks, are more expensive, okay? Don't go away. When we get back, I want to teach you a little bit more about the ketogenic diet. So well understand why many of these doctors who are big kingpins in the keto world don't hang their hat on a product. Because Alan and I went out and looked at the products, from the bars to the meal replacements to what people were actually following. Folks, there's two kinds of beef. I don't care what you say. There's the antibiotic and hormone fed meat, and then there's grass finish meat. And this one has the right fats in it, okay? So you have to be careful out there. So Alan said, well, I'm going to dig in and try and put this together. What we found out in year 2 was, holy cow, this is expensive. No wonder nobody's done it, Alan. This is 3 times the cost. When you're using medium chain triglycerides, the real stuff, it's really expensive. And then to get it to merge with all the other good things, it's expensive. When you're buying grass-finished whey protein, much different than the milk you can get on the corner, right? So this product became very, very expensive. And we looked at each other one day over lunch and said, no wonder nobody's done this. Because you have to mark up a product. It's got to sit on a shelf. You've got to give it some shelf life. And most importantly, you've got to go back to 1923 when they used protein sources, nuts and fish and chicken and beef, that weren't like they are today. And I said, Alan, is it a good thing, this keto diet? Is it a necessary thing? Number 3, and most importantly, is it a safe thing? Because I had friends, Kyle, who followed the program for a long, long period of time and didn't feel good. Folks, I think you can overdo anything. Ketosis is anything. If you use it wisely, it can be the best tool you've ever known. Doug, how do I know if my symptoms might be linked to food or fungus? Go off food and starve fungus. Try this meal replacement. Okay, so let's study that a little bit. Remember, is it a good thing? Is it a necessary thing? Can people benefit from it? And is it a safe thing? Millions of people are now following a ketogenic diet. Are they following the right ketogenic diet? Is it a good thing? Yes, if it's carefully formulated, and therein lies the problem with so many products out there. Is it the correct original formula? Yes, if the diet is followed properly. By the by, that's your responsibility. And number 3, yes, since it's higher in fat content, if it is a calorically appropriate and controlled diet, if you're using it properly. And folks, here's what I want you to do. If you're sick, and I talk with a lot of you who have cancer, a loved one has cancer, or very bad diabetes, if you're really, really sick, you got to do me a favor. I'm a scientist. Take a bottle or take the website to your doctor and say, I want to go on this. This is as pure keto can be. It's called KetoMed. I want to go on this for a month. Would you just help me? Would you monitor me? Could I come see you every week? I'll pay your fee. But as I'm getting better and losing weight and my brain's starting to work again, or my symptoms are starting to go away, I want to work with you, Doc. You've been here with me through the years. That's what I ask, okay? Is it a necessary thing? Yes, if the cause of your health problem is food or fungal related. You see, a proper keto diet. I got it many years ago. You know the Charlie Foundation with little Charlie, what was his name? Jim Abrams, the guy who made Airplane, all the great movies. Brilliant guy. His little 3-year-old son began to have seizures. He put him on a ketogenic diet. I interviewed him on the radio 30 years ago. And the one question I wanted to ask Jim is, has Charlie ever been on antibiotics? Because folks, when you control epilepsy with a diet that starves carbohydrates, starves fungus in your body, you're following a keto diet. So what was the etiology? What caused little Charlie's health problems way back then? What 3-year-old hasn't been on antibiotics? But the fact he went on a keto diet, could he have gone on the Kaufmann diet and had the same results? Because through the years, I've heard miraculous things about the Kaufmann diet as well. So if food or fungus is the root cause, this keto diet, a supplement, is going to be great. Yes, if you're in a disease state and your doctor doesn't know why, the diet and or product should be authorized by your doctor. Please help me with that. Okay? Yes, if your diet was filled with all the wrong foods, been there, done that, own the t-shirt. Yes, if you're overweight and diets have failed you. Okay, but is it a safe thing? And this one I really want to teach you. Yes, if it's the original ketogenic eating program. Folks, you've got to read labels. Is it okay to be taking some of these other oils or fats over extended periods of time? Let me ask you this. Is your supplement, your bar, your meal replacement, or your diet, are you following it carefully, and do you feel 100%? 40%? Could it be an ingredient that shouldn't be there, an emulsifier, a fat, an additive, a coloring agent? Is that okay to put in? Okay? So the combination of carb restrictions and ketone production can provide reduced insulin levels. This is all published. Reduced swelling, fat burning, better brain function, increased energy, and improved body composition. Yes, if you work with your diet, if you're ill, or use it for a short time if you are inquisitive. Aren't we all really inquisitive about the keto diet? I mean, folks, there are doctors at these lectures that I lecture at teaching us about the keto diet. They're putting cancer patients on it, and they're having results. I mean, there's something to this. Are they merely starving fungus? Because that's what a proper keto diet does. Or is there something extra with getting our fat level way up and our carb level way, way down? The formula must be right. And I'm telling you, I've studied this. Everything's not okay in the keto world out there. Why? Good people. I've met a lot of them. I've been on shows that talk about keto. I'm kind of a keto guy because the Kaufmann diet and the keto diet. Wouldn't it be cool if someone put together a keto diet that was Kaufmann friendly? The first time I took it, Alan came in with a beautiful bucket of it, and we each took a scoop. Okay, so what generally happens if you've got yeast growing in the gut and you put this oil, caprylic acid, in on top of it, man, it's going to knock it. So I had a little, little gas, little belching and so forth that I felt. Second time, none of that. Go carefully. If it says use a scoop, then the first 2 times use half a scoop. Shake it up in water. It tastes delicious. This is a meal replacement. It's a supplement used for Kaufmann or the ketogenic diet. I think you'll love it. I think you'll tell your friends about it. I think you'll be just overwhelmed by the results you get on it. Give it a few weeks and see how you feel. If you're sick, give it a few weeks with your doctor, because to give a doctor a fish is to feed him one day. To show him about KetoMed and the results you'll get with him is to teach him that many of his other patients will benefit. God bless you. Thank you. Whether you're on a weight loss, a fat loss, a low grain, a low carb diet, the Kaufmann diet, the keto diet, so many of you have said to me, Doug, how easy is it to do KetoMed? Number one, understand what's in this isn't in other products. This is unique, folks. This is the real MCT, medium chain triglyceride, caprylic acid, fatty acids, right? This is whey but it's grass-fed, grass-finished whey, no hormones, no antibiotics. And this is what keto was supposed to be 50, 60, 70 years ago. Fortunately, we now have this product, KetoMed. How easy is it to take? Folks, if you're on the Kaufmann diet and you want a meal replacement, or if you're on the keto diet, all I do, and tastes so good. You're going to love this. By the way, it's got vanilla in it, but it's not artificial. Everything in here is all natural. This is the real vanilla. So pour a bottle of water like that, put it in a glass, reach in, grab the scoop, 220 calories or so. Fill her up and drop her in here like this. You got that, guys? Okay. Watch this. It's so difficult because of the impurity of some products. It's so difficult to get this to settle and to shake into a great tasting vanilla shake. That's what it tastes like to me. It really does. I'm going to shake it up here a little bit. Watch that. Look at that. Do you remember when we were kids? Remember the milkshake? This is what this reminds me of. Only this is the keto diet, right? Fats, good fats, not artificial fats. You won't find things like canola or soy or things like that in this. This is really good. I love this stuff. And you know what's good about it? I'm not breaking the Kaufmann commitment. I'm not breaking a keto diet. This is something I can take at lunch or breakfast or dinner, or upon your doctor's orders, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Are my symptoms linked to food and fungus? Talk to your doctor about using this several times a day. It's wonderful. It's the real deal. It's called KetoMed. Hey friends, it's like I opened today's show. Necessity dictates that this product was developed. I mean, Alan and his family are very, very picky. They've been in the nutrition and health field for decades. Very, very picky about what's in this. Love this family. I love what they've done with KetoMed. Folks, when you look at most keto products, they don't qualify to be ketogenic products. This isn't what the developers 100 years ago had in mind. They didn't put corn sweeteners. They didn't use vegetable oils. They're much less expensive, but are they therapeutic? You look at sucralose and you look at ACE-K and some of these sweeteners that are put in these products and you scratch your head. What you want is the real MCT, lauric, caprylic acid, capric acid. You want the good stuff in here. And that's what this is. So let's assess now some of the benefits, how you can use this product, whether you're following great diets, Mediterranean diet, paleo diet, keto diet, Kaufmann diet. This fits with all good diets, okay? How should you or how can you take it? There's 4 ways in which KetoMed is designed to be used for really optimum results. Remember, guys, this is a brand new year. You made a commitment a couple of weeks ago. Let's stick to it. This can be used as a meal replacement in conjunction with Kaufmann 1 or 2 antifungal lifestyle. Simply replace one of your meals with 1 serving of KetoMed anytime throughout the day. I kind of like it at dinner before you go to bed. You don't want a lot of carbs, especially those of you with blood sugar problems. You don't want a lot of carbs as you lay down at night and go to sleep, right? Very few in this. Good fats, good protein, right? Okay, next is also as a meal replacement in conjunction with the ketogenic diet used for chronic illness. Many doctors have their patients on. I was reading an article in one of my medical journals, and this doctor, who's very good, he opened by stating, what is this ketogenic diet? Because all of my patients are coming to see me now on the ketogenic diet. I better study it. I better learn it. This isn't a diet that's going away because like the Kaufmann diet, it works. The benefits far outweigh any of the side effects. This ketosis isn't a bad thing, folks. This isn't a bad thing. It's ketoacidosis that type 1 diabetics get that I fear. This is not going to encourage ketoacidosis, okay? The ketogenic diet used for chronic illness then. Cancer cells use sugar, use chewed up grains. Healthy cells use ketones. Don't be afraid of that word, okay? Also, another way you can enjoy this is a potent, natural, not prescriptive, natural antifungal alternative for hard-to-get expensive antifungal drugs, diflucan, nystatin, Sporanox, and so forth. You know I love these drugs, but sometimes doctors say no. Natural antifungals is a good way to go, okay? And finally, as an alternative approach to fat loss, which can enhance fat-burning metabolism. As part of this paleo, you hear my friend Mark Sisson talk about this all the time, the keto, the Kaufmann diet, or any healthy low-carb, low-grain, antifungal nutrition program. As part of a healthy diet, folks, it's keto, Kaufmann, Mediterranean, paleo diet. A lot of us are following diets like these. This can be used effectively with all of them. Just use it once a day, a scoop, put it in water. You saw me do it, shake it up and shoot it. It's so exciting to have a third son. I've got my 2 boys madly in love with. I've never taken on anything like this, folks. But we don't have, we seek the finest nutritional products in the market today to bring onto my show, and we found them. Nobody had developed this. It took a few years to develop it. The company now has KetoMed. I can vouch for its quality. I can vouch for what they put into it to start this company. It takes a long, long time to make up a new batch. As a matter of fact, every new batch can take a couple of months to build. It's really that good and that fresh. Now, don't go away when we get back. We'll wrap up today's show. By the way, thank you for learning about this. I'm still learning about keto. I still am. And I know Kaufmann and keto go together right now. I'll be right back.
As a pharmacist for 24 years, I'm familiar with medications that treat fungus, and they're not only expensive, but they have a lot of side effects, especially harmful to your precious liver. A Brazilian study found out that the natural spice extract curcumin kills 23 different strains of fungus, including Candida albicans. 23 strains! You can buy supplements of curcumin at any health food store nationwide.
You know, one of the most important things is that it tastes good, and KetoMed really tastes good. Boy, the poor employees here, all of them, have shaken this up and shot it down, and everybody loved the taste of it. Really, really important. And I know what you guys are thinking right now. Honey, what's for dinner tonight? KetoMed again? Try this once a day and see if you don't notice, number one, fat burning potential of it. Number two, gee, I'm not spending money on dinner anymore. Folks, you can get $40 off. We'll ship it free to you. This wonderful family who's been at this for decades put this together after a few years of research and a lot of dollars spent. And it is a product many of us have said, gosh, I don't know if I want to try keto. Now you can. Safe and wonderful. God bless you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.